I'm still riled up about that Jamie Benn fight. We're going to talk about that and the matchup between the slumping Dallas Stars and the LA Kings. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok and subscribe, and let's go. So, there's a difference, and I want to make this distinction between hustle and nasty grit, right? I use those words kind of interchangeably, nasty and grit. And too many people want to conflate hustle, going in and skating hard in both directions, forecheck, back check, working in the corners with nasty. Jamie Benn is nasty. And this whole last fight from Jamie Benn was vintage Jamie Benn. So the Florida player, doesn't matter what his name is, tries to hit him along the wall, misses, face plants right into the glass, hard. Jamie Benn, being the kind and considerate player that he is, decides to go check on the well-being of said player. No. He gives him the stink glove to the face, right? And then the other player comes in, the fur starts to fly, and the gloves come off, and he lets it rain. Rain on Gregor. Loved it. Vintage, beast mode, Jamie Benn. And the Stars didn't use it. So, if you're a fan of that kind of stuff, like yours truly, tonight we play the LA Kings. They've got 6 fights on the year, kind of average in an NHL these days for the fight count, but by 4 different players, including Sammy Helenius, not the Sammy Helenius of yesteryear that we used to have here, but a Sammy Helenius who drops the mitts as well. So Dallas is not impressed in the last 4 games, really. Going back to, you'd have to go back to the San Jose Sharks game to find a game where they really look good. And as a result, we had the opportunity to really put the Wild in the rearview mirror and make it really almost near impossible for them to catch us. They would have been, if we would have won in regulation, they would have been 12 points back of us, I think, with the same games played. And when you're talking about, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it really is. It really is. Is that is 6 games, right? Depending on the tiebreaker, 6.5 games of regulation win loss 4-point nights that you have to make up. 6 of them, 6.5 of them. That's a lot. So instead, we lose that huge game to the Wild. We go ahead and lose another game. The Wild have won 4 in a row. And now the Wild, who were on the brink of home ice extinction, are now 4 points back of us. So we have got to get it together, and we have got to get it together right now. So the Kings are probably going to have some desperation here tonight. They have lost their last 2 games against first the Kraken and then the Flames in overtime, where they had a goal called back. So they've lost to 2 of the worst 5 teams in the league here in the last 2 games. And you know that they're going to want to get back at it here against us. So they've had 1 day off to lick their wounds. Both teams have had 1 day off to lick their wounds and think about what they want to do. Both teams are looking to bounce back. The LA Kings, remember, they were a playoff team last year, so this is not a team that is accustomed to losing. They are out of the playoff picture right now, if I'm not mistaken. I think that they are pretty handedly. So they need to get it back together. I expect a good game. I really do. The Dallas Stars come in with the number 6 offense in the league. That's led up by Miko the Messiah with 42 points, good for seventh best in the league. He is tied for third in league assists at 29. He's on pace for the Dallas Stars franchise record at that pace. So, Jason Robertson, 10th in league scoring at 40 points on the year, and tied for third in terms of goals with 20. And we got Wyatt Johnston, who's over a point a game player as well. So we have got a triple headed dragon to throw at you night in, night out. LA Kings, they can't score. They have got some players who on paper look pretty good. They got Adrian Kempe, who leads their team in scoring, Kevin Fiala, Quentin Byfield, Anze Kopitar. The old dog is still at it, Anze. But yeah, they're in the basement in terms of scoring. Dallas's defense is sixth overall, and this is where the Kings shine. They've got the number 3 defense in the league. Their pairings look a little like this: Doughty and Mikey Anderson, Edmondson and Brant Clark, Dumoulin, and our old friend from last year, Cody Ceci, to round it out. So Dallas has the number 1 net power play in the league. When we're talking about net power play or net penalty kill, we're also taking into consideration shorthanded goals. Dallas is 28% on the job. Just studly work. Wyatt Johnston leads the charge with a leading 12 power play goals on the year. LA Kings, on the flip side of it, have the worst power play in the league at 8%. So we got 2.5 times better power play than they do. And that could be the difference in this game. The Dallas penalty kill is still on fire, though we ended our streak of 35 straight penalty kills. We run at a 84% click. And then the LA Kings also have a very good penalty kill, ranked 8th at so they're right up there, and have got our work cut out for us to make this a dominant specialty teams game against that penalty kill of theirs. So Dallas's save percentage 0.911. This is probably takes a big part of why our defensive numbers look as good as they do, honestly. And we're probably going to have Otter sit out tonight, would be my guess, and DeSmith in after the .864 save percentage loss that Otter put up against the Panthers. So the Kings are really right there with us, .910, pretty much the same. Kemper leads them. Kemper's awesome goalie, one of the best in the league. He's got a .944 in his last 5 games, a career .915 and .916 on this season. So this is going to be, and we've had, I think, a good number of really stifling defensive teams that we've played. I expect a low-scoring affair and maybe at times a frustrating game in terms of just not a lot happening. A lot of broken plays in the neutral zone would be my guess. So we have 3 of the top 4 teams in the league that are in our murder, death, kill Central Division. The Stars need the win to keep the pace, and that is the stakes tonight. Let's go Stars.